Hi guys, I just wanted to show you a bit of an update. It's going to be a very quick one, just showing off the map. I know I've not done a video in a while. First up, I'd like to say thanks everyone for joining the group. I think we've got over 280 people in the group now. That's the Facebook group, Building a Space Exploration Game in Unity. Yeah, that's brilliant. That is absolutely fantastic. So the more people you want to invite, if you know anyone that might be interested, invite them along, let them know about the group. Well, currently currently the alpha version is on 0.1. That's gone out to the closed alpha team at the moment, and gradually over the next couple of months I'll probably be inviting more people to that team, particularly as we start testing things like the Facebook integration and the multiplayer. This is what is part of what's going into alpha 0.2. This is the world map. You can see we've got all the main planets in here. I've got the cubes are just basically testing to show where the cameras are. Obviously they won't be in there. Mouse wheel zooms in and it now zooms nice and smoothly rather than clicking out and in. And each click of the mouse wheel does, I think, it goes up one order of magnitude in size. So it kind of scales from like the meter scale all the way out to like pretty much the light year scale, like that. Although I'm not expecting to use a lot of that space. So yeah, we've got the main solar system. All the orbital stuff is now loading in from the JPL orbital elements library. That's taken quite a while for me to get in there, and it took quite a while to set up the orbit system as well. New things, we're using Vectorosity, which is a plugin to get all the lines in, so these are now drawing nice fast lines. If I zoom in, there's no sun at the moment. I've not loaded in the prefab for that, and all of the planets are just loading in as spheres at the moment. So if we double click on any of the icons, it will switch over to that and it will load in the background. It will load in all of the items around that. So you can see we've got like Earth and the Moon, and then we've got the part of the story of the game. We've got these lunar impact remnants, the Four Horsemen, which are basically going to set the time for the game. So eventually they're going to spiral in and hit Earth, and basically you've got to evacuate Earth before that happens. If we switch over to Mars, it will unload all of those and load in the moons of Mars, and you can see we've got Phobos and Deimos there, and it's fairly difficult to see these ones because they're so small, but they all load in their own little spheres. I can't zoom in long enough. I haven't got changing focus to moons sorted out yet. There was a little bit of a bug with that, which I'm working on at the moment. If we zoom out and let's go and look at something else. So I actually I did Earth and Mars first just for testing, and then I've started from Pluto and I'm gradually working in loading all the moons, mainly because Jupiter and Saturn have so many moons that it's a lot of work copy and pasting all of that data in. There's probably going to be mistakes in this data, like the moons will be all named, will possibly be named wrong because I haven't set up a script that loads that out of the JPL database yet. I've just been copying and pasting them into the database editor, so I've probably got problems there. So yeah, here we go, here's Pluto. Pluto and Chiron shows up really nicely because it's pretty much half the size of Pluto. I mean, it's one of the biggest moons in the solar system versus planet size, I think. If we pop over to Neptune and zoom in there, you can see there's the outer moons, which are all like presumably captured asteroids. These are going to have their own little graphics showing an asteroid instead of a circle at the moment. I've not changed the icons over. And if we zoom in even more, then we've got the inner moons. I think this is wrong. I'm pretty sure Triton's not out there. That's probably a copy and paste error. And if we keep going in, we've then got all the minor moons. So it doesn't clutter up the overlay. If it's under 500 kilometers in diameter, it just has a faint line, and if it's a large moon that's over 500 kilometers in diameter, it will have a proper line. We zoom back out, Uranus I think was the one I just did. So you can see These are the minor moons of Uranus, and then the inner moons. These I think are, I'm pretty sure these are right, because I sorted out some of my copy and pasting process by this point. So there we go, we've got Umbriel. So all of these places you're going to be able to visit, you're going to be able to build colonies on, you're going to be able to land on them. Yeah, you can see Saturn and I think Jupiter I haven't loaded in any data for yet. Yeah, so there's no moons on Saturn or Jupiter yet. I'm going to do those. I'm pretty much done for the day now, so I'm going to probably pick that up tomorrow. Yeah, so later on, hopefully for Alpha 0.2, I'll load this into the flight mode, so you'll then have, where were we? So around Mars, you'll be able to see whereabouts your fleet is orbiting Mars, and when you click on that and zoom in on that, you'll then go all the way down to the ship scale and be able to look at, like, you know, like the dents on the hull. So yeah, that's the zoom scale thing has been. I started off with not a particularly good implementation of it, but now this is working really nicely. Yeah. So yep, that's where it's at. It's all gradually coming together, and I'll try to do some more update videos in future. I know I've been a little bit lax on those, to be honest, for the last month or so. I did lose about a week of work this month, just through various sore throats and colds and stomach bugs and stuff. I've had like a really crap time of it. But yeah, okay, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video, and hopefully the next video will be a preview of the Alpha 0.2 release candidate. Awesome. Cheers, guys, thanks for watching, and see you later. Rock on.